What's up, guys? Lots of content going on the channel today. Lightyear non-spoiler review, Miss Marvel episode 2 spoiler review, and now the Lightyear spoiler review. Look, this movie, if you see my non-spoiler for it, I got it at a 3.5 out of 5. I don't love the movie. I think it's good. I don't think it's really good, but I think it's good. And I'm going to get into that. If you saw the review, I said the first 30 minutes of the movie were my favorite part. Look, right when the movie opens, you get the text on the screen. In 1995, a boy named Andy, got a toy for his birthday, Buzz Lightyear toy, from his favorite movie. This is that movie. So I really like that they were able to confirm that this is the movie that the toy was based off of. And I like the fact that, look, maybe Chris Evans plays him in the movie. Tim Allen plays the toy. I mean, just like Toy Story, Tom Hanks plays Woody in the movie. His brother plays the toy in real life. So the voice of the toy. So I like that aspect of it. I wasn't too bothered that Tim Allen wasn't in it, but I think Chris Evans was fantastic. I mean, he nailed it, the delivery, and like I was saying, in that first half hour, you get so much nostalgia, lots of nostalgia feel with this when he's saying, like, why don't they answer, and just little lines that Buzz Lightyear said. There seems to be no intelligent life anywhere. I loved that the toy is quoting the character. The toy's quoting the character from the movie. It was great. That really worked for me. Um, and he has a relationship with the woman who eventually gets older, and she passes away. He keeps going to try to complete this mission because they get marooned on this island. I love that opening sequence. They get marooned on this island. A year goes by. They're trying to do this mission, and it fails. It fails a bunch of times, but he has such a want and need to complete the mission, to where he keeps going. He loses 4 years of his life every time he comes back. 4 years gone. 4 years gone. 4 years gone. And to deal with it, they give him the socks robot, the cat. I mean, the robotic cat. He was so damn likable. Everything Socks had to do in this movie. I loved it. I love when they put the little Lightyear suit on Socks. At the end of the movie, put him in the thing. There's a scene where he puts him in the helmet with him. I mean, it was just so good. I love that character so much. But I mean, that first 30 minutes when Buzz is trying to continue to do this mission, and everybody gets older, and he's losing pieces and pieces of his life, and it's tearing him apart, but he keeps on doing it to save these people. Finally, Socks is able to do it. Socks is able to say, look, I can get this to do what it needs to do. So they're able to go through light speed and hyperspace, but at the same time, they travel through time. So the faster he went, through time. Pixar was really trying to do some sci-fi stuff in this movie. It worked. It sometimes, and sometimes it didn't. That part of it, I thought it was okay. But he comes back, and it's like years in the future, 20-some years or something like that in the future. And now Keke Palmer is playing the granddaughter of his best friend who died, and I really like that aspect of it. She's trying to be like her grandmother, but she's kind of a putz. And that's what I was saying. This is where we get to the cliched stuff. When he blasts 20 years into the future, it's kind of cliched. You know, you got this ragtag team, kind of like from Atlantis. You know, they got to go do this mission. They got to get the spaceship. There's a spaceship now. Where'd the spaceship come from? Well, it's outer space, so why wouldn't there be a spaceship? Who is the spaceship? It's Zurg. Who's Zurg? It's Buzz Lightyear. I don't know how that sat with me. It's a little weird because in the Toy Story films, I mean, Zurg is just Emperor Zurg. In this, he's never referred to as Emperor Zurg. He's just referred to as Zurg because that's the only thing that the robots can say. They can't say Buzz, they could say Zurg. So his protective gear and his armor is the Zurg armor, more realistic version from what we see in the Toy Story films. So I didn't think that was all too, I don't know, I didn't buy into it as much. Like, oh, the villain of this movie is Zurg, but who's the villain? Oh, it's Buzz Lightyear. The older version of Buzz Lightyear is the villain of this film. So, I don't know. It was, that part of it didn't necessarily work a lot for me, and I think that kind of put the rating down a little bit too. Honestly, I thought the villain was going to be, if anybody was going to come out of that Zurg suit, I thought it was going to be the guy who took over for Hawthorne when he takes her office. and he doesn't give him clearance to do the mission, but he does it anyway. I thought that was the guy that was going to be the villain. I thought that would make more sense. I mean, they could have wrote it differently, but yet it's an older Buzz Lightyear. You know, he came back in his version, and they wanted to take him in. They didn't really have mercy for him. They didn't care. So I don't know. It was just a little weird, a little cliched. But the mission that these guys go on, Lightyear and the other guys, one of them played by Taika Waititi. I really like Taika Waititi in the film. I actually really liked his character. Sometimes they go for humor a little too much, and it doesn't work. A little too ridiculous. But I mean, it's like they have to go through so many steps. It's almost a hindrance. I mean, in the one scene, okay, so we gotta go here. We gotta get the ship, whatever. We're flying. Uh-oh, the ship. We just lost whatever. So now we got to get this to fix the ship. And now we're going to get in the ship and blah, 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 blah. So then they get back. And, Zurg is flying around. He's shooting them. He came down. He's shooting everybody. And he gets out of the ship, and he takes Buzz. And he just captures him. And I don't know. I just thought it was a little weird. I just thought some of the execution was just a little strange, and some of the ways that kind of stuff played out. And he gets up in the ship, and he reveals himself to be an older version of him. And then they fight each other. It was just, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of strange. But I think the movie is good overall. I mean, I think it's entertaining, even though you're watching like them continue to fail and things continue to break, and they have to continue to fix something to get somewhere. They have to get somewhere, and along the way things continue to break and get lost, and it's just like filler. It felt like, to get to the spaceship. They couldn't get to the spaceship. It was just kind of the whole movie. I don't know. Didn't work for me a lot. But I mean, it was entertaining. It was fun. The animation, very good. Michael Giacchino's score, I thought was great. I was kind of bummed that we didn't hear the Randy Newman Buzz Lightyear theme. I'll play it for you now. I think that theme is so iconic. I mean, you hear it in Toy Story 2. I don't know if you hear it in 3, but you hear it in 4 again. I mean, it's just such a good theme. I love Buzz Lightyear's theme. And in this, he has his live-action theme. So I guess I understand why they did that, but they didn't really call back to any of the Randy Newman music. But I guess it kind of makes sense. Why would they? Because the movie would have came out before the toy. So then Randy Newman scored the toy. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but I mean, the music itself was good. I thought Michael Giacchino's score was fantastic, actually, and this so much better of a score than Jurassic World Dominion. I mean, overall, I mean, some of the music in Dominion is beautiful, but some of the more action-packed stuff I didn't really think worked too much. This, it felt all really well done. So, look, at the end of the film, they realize that they're not going to do the mission. They're going to stay. They're going to stay on this planet in the shield, and protect it. And we got the new Star Command crew with socks and all that. They do the To Infinity and Beyond type thing at the end of it. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I don't know. I think the first half hour, like I said, is the best, and the rest of it, when he blasts into the future and the steps they have to get to, it just felt kind of drawn out and cliched, and some of it felt like filler. I don't know. It's not one of my favorite Pixar films, but I don't think it's bad by any means. I think it's okay. Like I said, 3.5 out of 5. Will I pick it up? Sure. I have every Pixar film. I have the Good Dinosaur on 4K. I mean, how would I not pick this up? I mean, just to complete the collection. But yeah, that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts on Lightyear, guys. Comment down below. Did you see the movie? What are your thoughts? Spoiler thoughts? Leave that down below. Look, I just posted a review for Miss Marvel. Did I mention that before? Maybe I did. Go check that out if you're watching that show. It's a spoiler review. Obi-Wan finale coming out next week. I hope they stick the landing. I've been saying that. I'll say it again. Hope they stick the landing with this show. Guys, you can follow me on Twitter at RyanKing72 and Instagram at KingRises131. And yeah, that's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my spoiler review for Lightyear. And until next time, over and out.